today I wanted to take a look at all the books I've hauled in like the last 2 or 3 weeks. I have this big pile of books here. I don't even want to count them. Maybe I should, just for the sake of this video. I've hauled these all, like I either got them for my birthday or I bought them at like a book sale. And I have one Ellie McRae book in here. Yeah, this is the reason I'm on a book buying ban right now. And when I look at it like this, it's actually a little bit ridiculous. Like, I think I have like, right now I have 98 books on my physical TBR. And I really don't want to go over the 100 book mark. But I also know that I still have 2 books on the way, which were from before I started my book buying ban, so it doesn't count. But yeah, let's just hop into this and hope for the best. So I haven't organized these in any way. I just piled them onto the table and yeah. So I would say grab a drink. I have my ice cream here. And just buckle up because you'll need it. Okay, so the first book I pick up here is The Kiss Cars. I know it's a sequel to the XX. I think you have to read the XX before you can read this one, but I'm not sure. I know a lot of people who don't like the XX, but I really enjoyed it. I think I even rated it 5 stars, and then I was very surprised when people said that they didn't like it, because to me it was like a perfect like Halloween-y, witchy kind of small town romance. I think this one will be a very fun book to read. I don't know, I saw it and I was like, I've seen it before in the store, but then they had like, you know, when paperbacks first come out, they're usually a lot bigger, so they only had the really big one. And then I saw this one and was like, you know what, I will just pick it up, because it was like, I think it was like 65% off, and I was like, yeah, why not? So yeah, I'm very excited to read this. I should get to it very soon, but knowing me, it will take me probably like a year. That's what I hate about buying books sometimes, because I'm like, oh yeah, I'm so excited to read it, but do I actually pick it up? No, I just want to know that I have it in case I do want to read it. So the next book that I have here is King of Wrath by Anga Huan. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Oh my god, I don't know. I have Twisted Love by her, but I haven't read it yet. And then I saw that this one was on sale, so I was like, yeah, why not? I mean, if I don't like her writing, at least the book is pretty. The thing is, like, I think I will read this one before I read Twisted Love, because I'm on a book buying ban right now, and I'm scared that if I read Twisted Love, I will love it so much that I will want to have the second book and the third book and the fourth book, and I can't buy them right now. I've only been on book buying ban for like 15 days. I even have like a countdown in the app, and I'm already freaking out about it, because there's so many books that I want to buy. Not that I have any money right now, but hypothetically, if I had money, I would be spending them on books right now. I'm very excited to read this one. It's Kings of Sing book number 1. I've heard lots of good things about her and her writing and the Twisted series in general, but yeah, I was like, I want to hop onto the series before I'm way too far behind, and the second and third book or whatever, I don't know how many books will be in the series, but yeah, before the second book was out, I wanted to get my hands on this lovely one. I had to get The Stolen Heir by Holly Black, because I love the Crow Prince series. It was one of the first fantasy series that I read after I got back into reading, but I think I finished it like last year. No? I don't remember. Like, I feel like some books it feels like I've read them like years ago. Then I tried to reread them and I'm like, oh yeah, I've read this one not long ago at all. But yeah, I'm very excited about reading this book. I'm very excited to jump back into the world. I heard that there wasn't a lot of Jude and Carden in this book, but I've heard there's supposed to be in the sequel, so I'm very excited. I love The Crow Prince. Like, I know a lot of people describe it as like enemies to lovers, like romance, but it's a lot more like the political side. It's a lot about like war and politics and fighting for power and equality and like human and fae, and I don't know. It's definitely not a romance book. If you go into it for a romance, you're gonna be very disappointed. That's why I've seen from a lot of people who've read The Crow Prince and didn't like it. It's because they thought it was a romance book. The next one I picked up is Only a Monster. I know this was big on Book Talk, like, I would say like, it said a year ago already. When was this released? Can I see that? Yeah, this one came out in 2022. At least this version did. So I mean, it could be, like, I feel like I've seen it for like a year. I've been wanting to buy it. And every time it's like, I didn't like, it's a very expensive book here. I mean, it's like 20, I would say like $20, and I haven't felt the need to spend that much money on it, but I've heard really good things about it. And then I saw there was like 65% off, so obviously I had to buy it. And yeah, it's so pretty as well. Like, if you look at the details, it's like, it's a very pretty cover, and I'm a sucker for covers. I've bought books just because the cover was pretty. These next two books are by the same author. They're by Lars Kepler, and he's like a Swedish author. I got The Hypnotist. Did I pronounce it? Yeah, I think so. And The Stalker, and they're both thrillers. I got these two for my birthday, which was actually yesterday when I'm filming it. I don't know when this video will be up. Anyway, my birthday was on the 14th of March, and that's why I got these two lovely books. And I'm very excited to read it. I've never read any books by his, but I know they're supposed to be really, really good. So I'm looking forward to trying these out and seeing what I think about it. I love a good thriller. I'm a sucker for a thriller. The next book I was picking this one up is How to Sell a Haunted House by Grady Hendrix. And I don't even know why I picked this book up. I have such mixed feelings about Grady Hendrix. I've read books from them that I really enjoyed and books that I really hated. Like, I enjoyed what's that called, the weird like IKEA horror store book. I thought that one was really fun, but I hated My Best Friend's Exorcism, so I don't know how I will feel about this book. I hope it will be good. I really hope so, because it sounds good, and I love a good spooky book. I can't help it. I love a good spook. So yeah, I have high hopes. I really hope I won't be disappointed. Please don't let me down. The next book I have is also a horror book. I found this in the thrift store, and it was like, I think like, I would say like the equivalent of like $1. And it's called The Chalk Man, and I just opened it and I saw these little like chalk figures, and yeah, you know, it kind of reminded me of like, these chalk figures reminded me of if you've read the Good Girl Sketch Murder series, and in the last book when they're like chalk men drawn by her house, that's what it reminded me of. But yeah, this is The Chalk Man by C.G. Tudor. I suck at pronouncing names, I'm so sorry. None of us ever agreed on the exact beginning. Was it when we started drawing the chalk figures, or when they started to appear on their own? Was it the terrible accident, or when they found the first body? I'm like, I don't know what this is about, but it doesn't have the highest rating on Goodreads, so it might absolutely suck. But considering that I found it in a thrift store for like $1, I was like, whatever, I might as well just buy it. What do I have to lose? One more book, one less book, who cares? Then I have Nothing More to Tell by Karen McManus. I love her books. I don't know why. Like, I love I wouldn't describe them as like good per se, because I don't think they're the best books I've ever written, but they're also just like simple young adult mystery, which I can't ever say no to. I love a good young adult mystery. I always love how they have fun sprayed edges. So yeah, I've read pretty much all of her books. Or no, I've read One of Us Lying, One of Us Is Next, and I think I read The Cousins and You'll Be the Death of Me. I think there's one more that I haven't read yet. But yeah, this one was on sale and was like, of course I want to buy it. I've been dying to read it, I just haven't had a reason to buy it, and every time I went to the store to buy books, I bought another book instead. So yeah, I'm very excited about this book. I love teen crime, teen mystery, just simple, I don't know. It's like thriller, but you don't have to think too much, because usually they're spelled out right for you. They're really easy to get through. So, I saw this cover of The Bone Garden by Heather Costner, and instantly I was like, this looks gorgeous. It's supposed to be a dark fantasy fable. I have never seen this on BookTok before, but it's described as like a gothic fairy tale retelling kind of, and it looks so good. And I've read a book by her before and I really enjoyed it. I think it's mainly meant for like teens, kids. I don't think it's like an adult book, definitely not. But it looks very pretty, and then we open it. I love it when they have like, you know, like the little art on the inside. It just, yeah. And it was also 65% off, so I was like, why not buy it? I mean, it was, what did I pay for it? Like $5? It's nothing. I love it when they have sales, man. I really do. It's a bit damaged, but a little bit sad, but yeah. Okay, the next book I have is the Limicrate book from February. So if you don't want any spoilers for that, I would just say skip, because this book, I want to talk about it. So the Limicrate book of February is Song of Silver Flame, like Night. Just look at it. Like, I had to include it in this video. This is the most beautiful book I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, even if you like open it, it has like, it's signed obviously because all Limicrate books come signed, and then if you open it, it's like, it has art there, and then look at this cover. Like, I saw it, I opened it, like I got mine like last week, and I opened it and I was just like immediately in love with it because it's so gorgeous. And I don't know when I will read it. I will get to it eventually, but I also got the January Limicrate, but I haven't read that one yet either. But I think I will read it this month because it's supposed to be like a short, like it's like less than 300 pages I think. This one is a lot thicker. But I've seen this one in store before, and I'm happy I didn't buy it yet because like, look at this version, it's so gorgeous. I can't get over it. Like, God, I love a good pretty book. And I don't even like reading hardcovers, but this makes it worth it 100%. Speaking of not enjoying hardcover books, I did buy some, obviously. This is Hush. It's written by Dylan Farrow. And it has like a pretty cool like hardcover art. Which, I mean, I like it when I open, like when I remove it, just the jacket, and I just see art on the inside. It doesn't even have to be like the most pretty art. I just wanted to be something more than just black or like gray. I don't know. It's just like, why am I spending extra money on a hardcover book and you just give me nothing? That's why I usually opt for paperbacks, because first of all, I find them easier to read and like more comfortable to read. Second of all, it's like, why would I spend some like 10 more euros or dollars or whatever on a book that just looks the exact same as any other book? So yeah, this is like a fantasy book with like magic, and it also doesn't get the best reviews on Goodreads. When I went to this book sale, I just grabbed whatever I could because it was really busy, and I didn't really check it. I just bought all of it. So yeah, I will see what it feels like. Maybe it's really good. I have had books that are like rated like 3.5 on Goodreads and I've given them 5 stars. Who knows? Yeah, I just thought this looked really cool, and it has like art on the inside as well, I think. Like it has like, you know, like chapter art, which I also really like. Like, look how pretty that looks. Like, don't read that. I don't know what it said. I just opened the random chapter. So of course, I have another hardcover book, which is called The Witch Haven, which is the first series, the first books in like I think it's a trilogy or a duology. I know the second book is out. I don't know if there's a third book coming, but like, I opened it and it looked so pretty, and I've been wanting to buy this book for a while, but I never did because it was also like rather expensive, and then it was on sale, so I was like, of course I have to buy it because why not? It's like about young witches going to like a witching academy called Hexahaven Academy. I don't know, it reminded me kind of like Harry Potter and like what's it called? Oh yeah, it reminded me of Harry Potter and A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik, which is like a dark academy book. I don't know if it will be like this or if it will be exactly the same, but I love witches and magic and all that good stuff, so I figured I might as well pick it up. Like everything else, why not think before you buy when you can just buy? This is another book that I haven't seen on BookTok or BookTube yet. Maybe I just haven't seen it in like my little BookTok bubble. I try to spread it out, but yeah, sometimes I look over the BookTok table of my books and I'm like, when did you end up here? I've never seen you before. Not that this wasn't one of those, but yeah. This is A Dark Inheritance by H.F. Asquith. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's about this guy who says that they will be like dead in 30 days. He will die on his 18th birthday. His family's like under a curse or whatever, and he's probably going to try to break that curse so he doesn't die. If he does die, then I guess I'll find that out eventually. But yeah, someone on BookTok did tell me when I posted my haul for this one that it was supposed to be a good book. So I have high hopes. I mean, it sounds like something that will be up my alley. It doesn't sound like a difficult book to read. It's described as a twisty gothic horror fantasy, which sounds right up my alley. So then the next book I found, it sounds so stupid, but I saw it and I couldn't help pick it up. It's called Love Bites by Rai Herman, and I think it's like a sapphic like vampire book. And then it just says like, see, it's not like other girls. Like I was like, it sounds so stupid, but I love a good sapphic romance. Like I don't think there are enough out there. I love it when like sapphics, like I'm queer, so I love it when it's like we get like the silly romance books as well, you know, not just like the serious deep. Yeah, I don't know, I just like having a silly little romance that will just make me feel good. I hope this will make me feel good, because I really want a fun fantasy vampire sapphic book. So I hope this won't let me down. I'm very excited to read it. There's a big chance I won't read this until like October, doing or like Halloween, but maybe I will get to it before that. Who knows? I always just pick up whatever I'm in the mood for at the moment. Then I have I Want to Die, but I Want to Eat Your Bucky, which I think is like a fiction book. And I don't know, it's supposed to be really good. And it deals with like depression and therapy, and I feel like that's an important topic, especially if someone who deals with like mental illness. I was like, this might actually teach me something about myself that might be valuable. I don't know. It just like, I feel like the title, I don't know what Bucky is, but it's named that for any like iced coffee or lasagna, and it's relatable to me, so who knows. And then we have In My Dreams, I Hold an Eye by Ashley Winstead. I won this book. I'm usually on like a Facebook group that does like monthly reading challenges where we like battle like one team, and then the losing team has to buy the other team a book, like the other team member a book for like under $10. And this is the book that I won last month, and I'm very excited because I've heard really good things about it. It kind of reminded me of like a more adult version of like What If It's Lying, and then it also kind of sounded like a bit like If We Were Villains, which I love both of those books. I love reading If We Were Villains. I don't know, it's so exciting. I read it this month actually. I didn't finish it that long ago. I had it on my TBR for like half a year, and I'm like, why didn't I read this book earlier? So yeah, I'm really excited. I love thrillers, like I said. This sounds right up my alley. And it was popular on BookTok for a while, then it kind of disappeared, at least on my radar, but it's supposed to be really good from what I know. We're nearing the end of the pile. Okay, this is a book that I found in a thrift store for like $1-ish. And I was like, it looks so cool, so I had to pick it up. Like, I live in Sweden, and I don't often see English books that actually look exciting in a thrift store. And I don't speak a lot of Swedish because I'm not Swedish, so it's like whenever I do see a book like this, I'm usually like, just pick it up. This is called Bonds of Brass, and it's the first book in the Bloodright trilogy. A young pilot risks everything to save his best friend, the man he trusts most and might even love, only to learn that his friend is secretly the heir to a brutal galactic empire. It just sounds like a cool little like fantasy book, and the cover looks really pretty, so I was like, I might as well give it a try. If I don't like it, I can either just donate it back or put it in like a little free library. So yeah, this is like, I found this in the thrift store. I was super excited about it. I don't know when I found this. It might have been longer than 2 weeks ago. Oh well. Okay, the last 4 books are here. Okay, we're almost done. This is why I'm broke all the time. Next is Under the Whispering Door by T.J. Klune. I have The House of the Cerulean Sea. I haven't read it yet, so I really hope I like their writing, because I don't know, but I heard good things about both of them, and when I saw this one was on sale, I was like, I might as well finally pick it up, and hopefully I read it soon. I have so many fantasy books, but I haven't been in a fantasy mood lately, which is a whole problem on their own, but yeah, this book, I'm very excited to read it. Then we have Book of Night by Holly Black. I have heard so many mixed things about this. A lot of people say that's not that good, like not as good as like The Cruel Prince, which I'm very nervous about starting this book because I don't want to be disappointed, because I loved her writing so much in The Crow Prince, but I've heard that some people say that it feels like it was like written by a different person, which would kind of suck if that was the case. But yeah, I hope I won't be disappointed. I really hope so. Otherwise, at least it's pretty, and I bought it again 65% off. So of course I had to buy it. Like, might as well give it a shot. And then second to last book is The Book Eaters by Sonia Jean. Yeah. Truth is found between the stories we're fed and the stories we hunger for. I also heard mixed things about this book, but I have high hopes for it. I love books like this that are like a bit more like whimsical, so I hope this will be right up my alley. I'm very, very, very excited to read it. And then finally, I need to put it somewhere. I need to carry all of these books back to my book cart, which is overflowing already. So that's gonna be interesting. It took me like 4 trips to get from the living room where my books are to the kitchen where I'm filming right now. The last book I have is The School for Good Mothers. And it just says, every mother has a bad day. I wanted to make a joke, but I won't do that. Anyway, I've heard good things about this book. And yeah, I just thought it would be a good read. It was also 65% off, so you know the drill. I just picked it up because it looked good. I don't actually know a lot about this book, but I have seen it on BookTok a few times, and I never really heard anything bad about it. And I thought, like, why not pick up a book about motherhood? Not that I'm a mom, but maybe I'll learn what to do or what not to do. I don't know. I just picked it up, so yeah, there we go. Those are all the books that I hold in like the last 2 to 3 weeks, give or take. I've been on book buying ban for 15 days, so it's probably like 2 to 3 sounds like a good place to call it, yeah. So yeah, I have a lot to read. I hope to be on this book buying ban for at least like 3 months, but no, maybe next time I get paid, I will want to go to the bookstore. I really want to buy the prequel to Priory of the Orange Tree because I love that book so much, but I'm trying to stop myself because I know I wouldn't read it anyway, and that's what I'm telling myself. But maybe in like 2 weeks you will see me with that book, but hopefully not. Hopefully not, because I don't want my physical TBR to get over 100 books, because it's already so overwhelming that I don't even know what to choose to read anymore. So these were all the books. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like if you did. I will try to upload, I think like once every week, maybe. We'll see. Yeah, don't forget to check out my TikTok and my Bookstagram, although I'm not really active on Bookstagram, but you can follow me anyway. I hate taking aesthetically pleasing photos. I can't do it, but I try my best, so that has to count for something. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Bye!